You're listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more. Wepa! It's that double header. Yep. Once again, I'm back, folks. It's Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders Undercover Capes. Welcome to another Comic Crusaders podcast. And today we actually have a return guest. We did a whole series all about this fantastic product called the Multiverse. Please visit comiccrusaders.com for the Comic Crusaders podcast. Look at or search for Multiverse. You're going to learn a whole bunch of stuff. But of course, listen, things slowed down during the COVID year, right? And I know Dion and his team were like crazy working hard to bring us this next level. So we touched base, right? And Dion was like, yo, I have these other things going on now. Oh my God, folks. the playing field, everybody move over. Because the one and only Dion Wilson is here to tell you all about the fantastic updates from the multiverse. What's up, Papa? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, Al?
I'm doing great. I'm energized. I'm feeling great, man, because you got me excited. And I mean excited. We did that awesome series of podcasts last time, brother. Learned a lot about the blockchain community and how the multiverse product line will fit there. But man, you guys, you know what they say, right? Idle hands are the devil's playground, and apparently you've been ticking away and clicking away, you and your team, to make this like the platform for people to come onto that are independent creators that actually want to make money and have the opportunity to make money and build and showcase their products. So Dion, bro, let us know, man. What are these amazing updates, man, that have been going on in the world of multiverse?
All right, we got a lot here. Well, I'm gonna keep it compact. So when we did the show with you and your team, the virtual con,
that was fun.
We premiered HeroLedger, the alpha version, and really in that version, it was more of show you than people being able to get in and button mash. And so there were features that were static. Even, for us, you couldn't really do anything except see the image. So we've done a lot of programming. We've done a lot of upgrades to the user interface where it's going to look really attractive. We want people to enjoy the experience. We not only want people to monetize and collaborate, but we want people to enjoy it as well. It's going to be pretty boring if it's looking like stone.
Of course.
So, we had to get the MVP going, and we're moving towards beta. And one of the brilliant things that we talked about at that time, we were on Ethereum. So we had an application that was inside Ethereum. And today, I'm very excited to say that the application has been migrated away from Ethereum to Comic Chain, our sovereign blockchain. That's right.
As of today?
Well, no, it's actually been for the last couple of months, but I'm happy to say to everybody today, on live, that we do have our own sovereign blockchain.
Whoa, that's big, son.
Absolutely. So we're excited about it, and we have.
I don't mess with you, bro.
Yeah, I got you. I'll get the T-shirt. But we're really excited that the Cosmos Network really provide some great open source tools that helped us to really trim the fat, really cut costs.
Cosmos Network? What's that?
Cosmos Network.
What's that for people not in the know?
For people who don't know, the Cosmos Network is a blockchain platform for builders. It's going to obviously be for consumers as well. There are a lot of projects that are there. It's another, not another Ethereum. I don't want to, say anything against Ethereum, but I also don't want to make that comparison. What we're talking about is interconnectivity of blockchains. We're talking about a new level of technologies that otherwise would, only speak to users of their systems now having that interoperability. And so when we look at, environments like Polkadot and like the Cosmos network, those environments are getting
Okay.
blockchains that are being built here and there to really speak and connect. And that's everything from financial transactions to digital assets,
Mm.
communications, encryption, security, even sharing the environment to secure your blockchain, to secure your transactions and your user base. So there's this, again, the creator economy is expanding, and people in the blockchain and distributed ledger technology are getting a lot smarter. They're already brilliant, but they're getting a lot smarter.
Oh yeah.
And we know that the comic environment has to be included, and there has to be representation. There have to be people that understand these technologies and that are working to integrate this into the industry sector that needs it. And the comics industry needs it. Indie
Oh,
creators
absolutely.
need this.
I
Yeah,
agree. I said it. I gotta tag it. There we go.
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
no, I love it. See, that's the whole thing that
Okay,
attracted me to the whole multiverse, hero ledger, comic chain, everything that you guys are doing. Because just that verbiage, the creator economy, the independent
absolutely.
creator, the fact that you guys care so much about the independent community and being able to help them help themselves, if you will.
That's
I
right.
mean,
That's
thank
right.
you for doing that. So,
Yeah,
what are some of the amazing updates, man? Because I know that,
sure.
based on the show, you said that was alpha. Now we're going
Yeah,
from an alpha to a beta. I mean,
right.
how's that
So
ride though? Is your team excited? Are you excited?
they, they're probably tired, but they're excited. And not to go on too much of a tangent, but I do want to say really quickly too. Um, this was our pivot from comic publishing.
Okay.
And we included a new type of artist with us, and that's the software developers.
Mm,
We whereas we would hire freelance colorists, inkers, and pencilers, now we got freelance, blockchain, this, that, and the other.
yeah.
And it's been a journey, man. We're I say that not like we're crossing the finish line, but we're getting close. But it's been a journey for the team. It's been a real learning lesson for all
Mm,
of us. One of the things I realized, people who are purported to be in this space and represent comics and the blockchain, you have your work cut out for you. You can go to other software developers and have them create your widgets for you, no problem. But at the end of the day, you need to understand how it works. You need to know the value that it communicates and that it provides your user base. And you need to understand that tech. If it breaks down, you got to fix it. You're
oh
going to
yeah.
just be shelling out money to a third party to fix it all the time.
A hundred,
And
bro. A
yeah,
hundred.
we've worked with third party teams before, no problem. But at the end of the day, we have great guys like Sam Benton, and Mayer, who they understand tech very well, and they keep me on my toes, of course, and they really hold up what we're doing. They hold it up. So my hat is off to them. Those guys are busy, playing in two different fields. They're covering, like we talked about baseball earlier. They're covering two bases at the same time, each
Oh,
one of them.
geez. They must have very
Yeah,
long legs.
yeah, and long arms too,
you
right?
know?
Like Mr. Stretch. So, but so my hat is off to my guys out there who really see the vision and have been consistent. They have been great team players, and they have, worked through their own personal adversities. You talk about the COVID environment.
Yeah.
I lost 3 family members during that
Oh
time.
my
Not,
God. I'm
thank
so
God, not to
sorry.
COVID. Right. I lost 3, for other health reasons.
I'm
And
sorry
then
though.
my
Wow.
guys lost people, they lost family members too.
It was tough for all
So
of us during this past
yeah,
year. I mean, I've lost
yeah.
friends. I lost a homie I grew up with. You know what
Wow.
I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, this is
Yeah.
why I hate picking up those 7 a.m. phone calls.
Oh yeah,
They're
yeah,
never
yeah.
good
That's
news.
ridiculous. Yeah. 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 Well, it is if you got, a
Unless I won the
angel
lottery or some
investor
shit.
VC contacting you.
you know?
But yeah, it's not good news. I think total on our team, it was like, you know, 5 people that were lost,
Oh,
when
so
we add all
sorry.
the numbers up. And And so our people have really worked through, again, personal
That's
issues,
personal
but they have
adversity.
not
Wow.
made excuses. Absolutely. It's a lot of adversity, and so if you're going to occupy this space, you got to keep your thinking, and you got to keep your wits, and you got to have a good team.
Yes,
I
agreed.
was really fortunate to have a conversation with Eric Jensen, really great
Mm,
guy over at
hmm.
Media PR. And one of the things that I mentioned to him and he got is that we're not gimmicky. We believe in what we're doing. We have the knowledge base. We have the time. We didn't
Yes.
just say yesterday, hey, we're going to do this and start doing it. We took time to find out about creators around the globe. And it's going to show in our products. It's going to show in the service, and it's going to show in the application space. It's going to show.
I can't
So,
wait. I mean, let's
yeah,
start teasing people with some of these
yeah,
amazing
let's do it.
updates, man,
Yeah,
because I
let's do
mean,
it.
you guys were hard at work. Let me get over here.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
we're still there.
Yeah. There we are. There we are. Look at Dion. There you go. All
I
righty.
need a new picture. No.
So
That,
let's take a look. So we're going to start
yeah,
off with the Hero Ledger. Oh my gosh.
absolutely.
Tell us what
Absolutely.
we're looking at here. Let me put this even on a bigger screen for people
Yeah,
to
happy to do
soak it
it.
in.
So really quickly, if everybody saw, or those that got the opportunity to see our original dashboard, they got to see, what we are going to support the users in terms of data. And this is just a much cleaner UI design as well as program. And so you're going to be able to get the exact same things, but you're going to get a nice heat map that's going to show you, where you're making your sales.
Oh,
And
nice. Okay.
those, you're also going to get, next to that,
I'm
you're
sorry.
going to get the dollars, how much you're doing in sales. And you're gonna see your tokens, because many of you are aware that this is a token economy that we utilize. You don't have to.
Yeah.
It's not forced, but you'll be able to keep track of your tokens, and as the value changes, it's going to report that. And so that's what you're looking at, where you have your cursor, and then of course your general earnings overall, not specific to any one place. And
Gotcha.
to your left, we've got some additional category areas, and we're not going to show all of those today, but really quickly, you're going to be able to really, change your settings a bit. You're going to get what I think is a really beautiful store marketplace. And we've got a My Connection section. That's going to be a point of communication and sharing, just for the users of HeroLedger. That's
Oh,
outside of
so
what we're doing for the
okay.
multiverse.
So you guys have
Mhm.
your own internal messaging within the landscape of the multiverse.
Absolutely. Within the
Beautiful.
multiverse, but here within HeroLedger
A
application.
Hero Ledger.
So
Yes, beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful.
absolutely. We also want to make it conducive where, if you are a licensing agent, if you are a recruiter for artists and for writers, you have a place, where you can make those conversations happen
Oh,
in and
wait a minute.
around
Let me ask
licensing.
here then, because now that you
Yeah,
bring it to licensing,
yeah,
it's to make, a lot of creators are not aware of licensing. So let's say, for example, I'm a person that likes to help people license stuff. Can I have an
sure.
account here as well and take advantage of this licensing
You
application here?
absolutely can. You absolutely can. We don't have it structured right now for, say, a business account, but we
Yeah,
will bake that in. In the beta
beautiful.
version that's coming out, that people actually get to button mash. It's really creator to creator.
Okay.
But we are in talks with people that represent brands that buy and license art, and we're going to get some inputs from them as to what's going to facilitate the best engagement. And so My
Be-
Connections will be a part of that, but there'll also be some other tools, built in specifically for those brands.
Gotcha. So
So
I went ahead and jumped, accidentally to this, and I'm looking at
that's
this. So I
okay.
see home store characters, Abraxas, colored. And
Right,
I see the
right.
cost and all, who owns the asset. What's this particular page?
Right. So one of the things you just went over is, you know, we said, look, it's got to function like any store would function online today, any good one.
Yeah.
And so what you just went over was the navigation. You're going from your home page into the store. And where it says characters, that's the category. And Abraxas, which is owned by Titanium, is the character that's the example that's being sold here.
Okay.
So, you see who owns the asset. You get the purchase button, the license button. And again, if one is not active, then you can't participate with that. So if it's for license but not purchase or vice versa. And then one of the great tools is, anytime you see a product, obviously you're likely looking for something. So we
Yeah.
wanted suggestions to show on the right hand side. We wanted people to be able to find similar products, see the
Okay.
pricing, and just really navigate very seamlessly.
Okay.
And then at the bottom, what's top selling, who's really, the alphas on our website that's, making those sales and, doing those licensing. That's important. So
Gotcha. And when somebody purchases one of these licenses, is there a smart contract, dictating the terms and all? Because I know that's
yes.
key. I spoke to someone that, again, Streamline Podcast, shout out. That's how I won this beautiful mic and headphones, right?
Absolutely.
And the person that was training me was very big on blockchain. And he goes, yo, but listen, blockchain ain't shit if you don't know what smart contracts are. I mean, so is that a truthful statement?
Well, I think, you have people who, again, it's all about context, right? But what I'd like to say is, you know, blockchains do function with smart contracts, but a smart contract is not the end all be all. When we talk about a blockchain, we're talking about data that is encrypted, and you don't need a smart contract to encrypt something.
Okay.
And we're talking about, storage that, is permanent, and you don't need a smart contract for that. What smart contracts really do, they help us to manage how a digital item will be facilitated, how
Okay.
it will go from one point or one user, one place in the system to another.
Gotcha.
And so, we can do a lot with smart contracts, man. There's so much we can do, but smart contracts, if I had to call it, so in my mind, when I think of anatomy, the blockchain is a spinal cord, and smart contracts are cells. They really
Okay.
are. Your cells have some general parts to them that are basic to all cells, and then there's some structures within that are specific to a specific work that it's doing in the body. And so that's the way I really see smart contracts. If I had to communicate it very, matter of factly, but they are key in distributed ledger technology, and that's one of the things that people miss. We say blockchain. That is a feature. There's distributed ledger technology and there's ledger technology, that's more centralized too. Not
Okay.
all of it is distributed. So, but really quickly too, one of the things that our new designer did with this, and we've got programmed in, is you will not only just be able to see a description of the character, but you're going to be able to see how much space that file is.
Right
Yeah,
there.
exactly
Yeah.
where your cursor is. You'll be able to see that, and I felt that was really great to put out there, and not have to just read it, as a line item. So, we wanted to make this transparent. We want people to be able to kind of draw conclusions with their data. We want to provide them some analysis, and then we want to give them some things in the narrative of the data where they can begin to, extrapolate and create their own ideas from that and build from there.
Gotcha.
So,
And
yeah.
this is a great looking page. So what's
Yeah, they
this
did
here?
a
So
great job.
when I'm searching for something, this is how everything comes out as?
Right. Well, again, we got the dummy data up there. So,
So I looked for
shout out to the
logo
multiverse.
multiverse, and
Yeah,
next
shout
thing
out
you
to the
know,
multiverse.
they're all over the place. Wherever,
Right. But it's supposed to represent a category.
of
So when
course.
you hit that search magnification icon, you type it in, and it's going to take you anywhere in the system if that if the search parameters exist, or not the search parameters, but if the keyword you're looking
The
for exists
keywords,
there.
those
Yeah,
keywords are in there. If you tag them, then you'll find it, folks.
absolutely, absolutely.
I gotta do it again.
Yeah,
Gotta do
no
it again,
problem.
bro.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we got to get
It-
it blinking, right?
you know.
So absolutely. But yeah, so yeah, search is very important. What we have here
Ooh,
is a much better profile page, and
this
this
is
is
an upgrade and a half, bro, from what I saw
yeah,
last
I
time. Holy
for
smokes.
those that are wondering, this I don't know this person. This is a you know, but
It's not Blue Ivy, it's Blue Williams, all right? Don't
right,
get mad,
Blue.
Jay.
We added this in exactly so that but we have more data that we want a user's profile to display. And so kind of going back to that my connection section,
Yeah.
what we're talking about here is users being able to, like it says here, find me, how to find you, any
Okay.
information you want to display on yourself from your social, you'll be able to put that contact information in, and then we'll have places where when someone brings up your profile, the parts you want shown will be there to show. So
Gotcha.
that's something we're working on in more detail. We really want to build this area out. We had a few influences, and so
Yeah.
we'll build, slowly. We're not going to, build the whole thing in beta, but you'll be able to put in your information to a level that's satisfactory where
This.
other users, and this is a part of validation, right? Who is that artist? Who
Yes.
is that creator? You know, you need to know, and they need to be willing to, be forthcoming about where they are and where their products are online.
So
It's the best way to make that
will they be
reputation in those relations. Mhm.
I want to ask though, will they be able to add more to a bio, kind of say a little bit about themselves? You kind of on that,
Yes,
to make that personal connection. Because I see they got the
yes,
contact and the skills and all, but I don't say, hey, I'm Blue, I'm from here, and I love this.
right. Those things are coming. Again, we couldn't add it all in. If I had my way, we'd make it all in. But if we baked it all in right now, we'd be doing these shows probably for the next 5 years. We never get
Yeah.
our product. We never get the product out there. So
Yeah.
it's really important for us to you know hit the using audience and business stakeholders with key items, and that should give them a general idea of direction.
Gotcha.
What we're gunning for.
But this
So
looks great and sexy, man. I'm loving it.
yeah, yeah, they
Ooh,
did
and
a good
what's
job.
this? Block Explorer? What's popping here? Now, this looks like,
Right.
okay, I'm
So
about to
what
make
the
some
heck is
money.
that? Right. Well, it's interesting. So um, for our tech geeks, for our blockchain geeks, much love to them. What you're looking at is a very basic version, and ours will have a lot more tabs, but this was a generalization of a block explorer. And what a block explorer simply is when, you mentioned smart contracts earlier.
Yeah.
So when a transaction is added to a block and then that block is added to the chain, we have to have a way of verifying that. We have to have a way of looking at those transactions. And so your
Okay.
block explorer is really your directory for, time and date stamps,
Mm.
sizes, how much data is contained on there, what the hash is. And these are ways to verify what's happening on chain. And
Oh,
so
okay.
we're really excited because, when we say we have a sovereign blockchain, to be honest with you, Al, there's no there's no widget really for blockchain. It's something that is really intangible. The only way
Yeah.
to truly experience a blockchain is to either make a call for that data, to request it, and have that data pushed to you, and some type of user interface where you can see it.
Okay.
But it really works behind the scenes. And so this is our way of showing people we have our own blockchain. They'll be
Okay.
able to track those transactions and see where they go, and they'll find that they come to us. They don't go to Ethereum. They're not going to any place else but to us.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, it's, you know, it's a sovereign blockchain, and we're excited about that. We feel that you know, we see ourselves as actually helping Ethereum. Gas prices are very expensive, and if
Oh
you're
yeah.
not really designing products that, you know, are seriously value based, I mean, it can be fun, but, you know, some value based, you're going to spend a lot of money in that space. And so there are a lot of people occupying that space. There are over 88 million users, and that's
Oof.
clogging up the system a bit. And they're fine tuning it, they're making it work, but that's causing gas prices, transaction prices to be very high. So what we're saying is, look, if we move our system, or, you know, our applications to another system, but they are compatible, then people that are used to the programming, people that are used to uh, the types of transactions and the governance models will be right at home, but we won't be stacking more weight on the shoulders of Ethereum. We'll be
Gotcha.
distributing that weight throughout the network of blockchains and blockchain systems, i.e.,
Ah.
Cosmos Network. So, and again, you know, shout out to those guys. They're amazing over there. They're doing great stuff.
Oh, that's great, man. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm seeing our geeks just viewing. Wepa, I
Right.
know this is something new. We have
Ah,
not spoken about this. I didn't even
right.
know about this. I see this picture. I'm like, what the heck is a power wallet? Whoa,
Right.
whoa. You know what? And that's when I screamed out, absolutely insane. What's going on here?
Well, you take the absolutely. I'm going with right on this one. So, so what we're talking about, um, we saw that it would be important for users of our token economy to be able to manage that in a
Yes.
wallet that is organic to our system. It's not to say you can't use other wallets, you
Mhm.
know, ERC20 wallets, and we're going to do some other stuff
So
too.
you
They're
could
really kind of
use
fancy.
third-party wallets, but
Absolutely.
people have the option to use the in-house.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
you know, I'll ask the question for you. Why would they want our wallet
Yeah, man.
over,
I was
say,
about to ask, why
MetaMask
is yours
or
crazy? Well,
Cordis?
I already know, though, man. It's more power to use things within the network. I mean, for me, that's obvious. For me.
Well, there are a couple of reasons. Number one, um, we're using some open source products from Gnosis Safe.
Okay.
And, you know, there's the big deal about private keys. So private keys, people, real quickly, it's like your own personal password to your email. You
Yeah.
know, if that's compromised, you're going to have a difficult time getting in without, you know, some other two-factor authentication, right? You know, message going to your
Turn on
phone and you getting
two-factor,
some money.
folks. That's
You
the
know,
lesson here.
2FA. Well, depends. You know, I've screwed myself on two-factor before.
Uh,
I'm not the tech guy, but
Google
anyway,
Authenticate, man. That's the way to go.
I hate
It's
them. I
so
like
easy.
Authy.
Oh,
I hate
really?
Google Authenticate. Yeah, I shouldn't be
I've never
saying that,
had
but
a
I
problem.
don't like.
I
I don't
love it.
like them.
I
I don't like.
listen.
You know,
Sometimes we tend to just go and deviate just a tad because listen, I've had no
true.
problems with the Google Authenticate, but
Okay.
I need to know. I
Okay.
just need to know because I haven't
Mhm.
had a problem. What was the problem you faced with Google Authenticate that made you say no more?
Well, real simple, and some people might say, whatever. Okay. So Coinbase is, you know, obviously it's a blockchain
Yeah.
financial system, really great. I don't want to be a brand whore too much, but for real, Coinbase is real simple to use, and I know they use it. Um, One of the problems that I had when I was trying to set it up was using too many of Google's tools together, and I wind up locking myself out of,
I gotcha.
you know,
Okay.
and trying to authenticate the authentication, you know, as proof that it doesn't work.
That's a
So, you know,
double
I thought,
entendre right there. It's like, why the hell? Wait a minute.
yeah,
I'm
you
trying
know,
to authenticate the authenticate.
yeah, yeah, I screwed it up. I fat fingered it, guys. I admit, but I like Authy. It's just so sweet, and Coinbase used to use Authy. They stopped using it. You know, I want to slap them in the back of the head, but it's super. I mean, it's really super. But
Should I just call you
nonetheless,
Uncle Phil
mhm.
from now on when he used to
Yeah,
smack Bill in the back of the head?
nice.
Uncle
Nice.
Dion. There we go, bro.
I'll take his mansion. No, but you've got this private key, and if you look at it as a password,
Hmm.
if everybody's pretty much scared. I'm not everybody, but the average person is scared because they think, public key, private key, what's that? If I lose it, I lose all my money. I don't want that problem. Well, with our wallet, some of the tools that we're using allows for multi-signature. And so what multi-signature
Oh,
is going
okay.
to do, it's going to allow, because when you think of these wallets, you really have to think of them almost as segregated bank accounts
Okay.
in a sense. So you're a creative team. And let's say you manage one wallet for about 5 of your creators.
So I got the CC
Each
wallet.
creator,
Okay.
yeah, in this single wallet, each creator is going to have a wallet address, their own personal wallet address, public
Okay.
address linked to the Power Wallet. And the manager
Mm.
of the production team, and especially with smart contract technology, it's going to kick the money to each wallet. You don't,
Okay.
the old school way is, you get the money, and you're flipping through the bills, licking your thumbs, and you pass out so much to so and so and the next
Yeah.
person, and then somebody says, hey, I'm 5 short. You don't have to worry about that, obviously. The other part is, if you have, let's say, of those 5, you've got other people using the wallet to make payments with, you have the ability with multi-signature to have multiple people sign a transaction, but
Mm.
also multiple people to authenticate a I shouldn't say authenticate, to authorize a
Okay.
transaction. So, you know, you got 5 people, and no one person can take what's in the wallet and begin to spend it. It requires multiple people to authorize the spending. And so that's one of the great things. And that also works where you don't need that private key. You've got other people that help to authorize and get you onto the system. So, well, you have your passwords or what have you, but you don't have the fear of losing a password to get to your tokens, your money. And
Okay.
the other
Gotcha.
the other really cool thing about this wallet, we felt that we wanted to kind of show off a little bit. I mentioned we're not gimmicky, and this really isn't gimmicky. We
It's
felt
not.
like, yeah, we felt like, look, honestly, I'm sick of the NFT craze. I'm sick of it, right?
Oh,
We
we spoke privately about that. You're like,
Yeah,
that crap is old and people are
it's
stressing it
old.
now.
Yeah, how old is it? We were, when the guys from Big Chain DB and Ocean Protocol, when those guys did Ascribe, they took the titanium stuff and they did limited digital crypto products with those.
Oh,
So
wow.
that was years ago. That was 2015. NFTs have existed in some form or fashion for years. And so, the media spun the word out, or the phrase out, and
Yeah. The acronym,
people
if
have
you
been kind of
will.
silly. Yeah, people have been silly about it. So we
Everybody's
said,
been going nuts on it. I mean, there's been
yeah, they've been
several
going crazy.
creators I've spoken to, several creators I know, and publishers that are like all over it. This is the next big thing, folks. But
Right.
but I trust in Mr. Wilson here. Listen, boy.
Well,
Deathstroke is meticulous, and this is Deathstroke's cousin right here, apparently. So,
right, right.
listen,
You
I
know,
trust in what you're saying because you've been in the game for a minute, bro. So, I
I,
feel
I,
your energy on it.
I don't want. Okay, I don't want to give the impression, because there are people finding values
Of
with the
course.
use of the NFT technology, but I think we need to look at that as a separate thing than, oh, throw your artwork and onto this digital asset and we can collect it. Well, first of all, again, I want to go back to something that I'm really passionate about for this company, our mission as a team, and why we build it. So one of the things is monetization. They got that,
Yes.
when they talk about, the NFTs and throw your artwork on there. And
Mhm.
the other thing is, um, well, one thing that they don't have that we have in our 3 things is brand recognition. So you got great artwork. We've seen tons of great artwork, right?
Yeah, there's many great artists out there.
Why should it be any more collectible than the artwork that say, you know, I mean, the well-known artists that are already there, whether they're in comics or another area of art, you know, why? There are things that are gimmicky, they're fads, and they miss the point. If we're going to use this technology, we've got to show our government, we've got to show other nation states, and we've got to show the consumer that there's value here, not just the ability to keep consuming things.
Yes.
People don't have money to waste. You were talking about, the pandemic.
Yep.
People lost a lot of money in the pandemic. A lot of people,
not just lives, but they've lost jobs, capital.
Exactly. Well, that's losing money, right? So you want to go and sell them more crap? No. Yeah. They need tools that's going to help them to monetize. One of the things that people did learn during this period of COVID is they learned that they can be at home and get a business going. That it wasn't as difficult as it seemed. They actually had time, and people have started business.
The digital landscape is a real landscape for business.
Absolutely.
And I've been working from home for the past 7 years. And that's how I've been building my business in the background.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And so
nothing new to me.
There are people that just started. And they're seeing the benefits that
and now they're like, oh, right. All of a sudden that finger goes up. Oh man, yeah.
Right. So, what are we doing here? We need to be creating products that are going to add more value. And Agreed. I'm sorry, there's just too many gimmicks out there. So one of the things that we decided to do, just to show the level of creativity that is within this mastermind of founders that I've been fortunate to align myself with and creators, is not only create a wallet that is going to be, it's a smart contract wallet, so it's based on smart contracts. It's not your typical wallet. There's a lot you can do here in terms of managing your group and funding and different things of that nature. But also, people are buying NFTs and they're holding them in wallets. But what good is that? You're going to hold it? What can you do with it? At least if I go and I buy a special edition McFarlane, one of the toys, I can play with it. Nobody has to know, right? I can take it out of the box and wiggle my arms and legs. Nobody will know.
Yep.
But I'm getting my money's worth.
Yep.
But these things are just sitting around, and people think, oh, the news says, oh, this NFT sold for 1.5 million at Sotheby's. Get over that. Yes. So this is what we decided to do. We said, okay, the NFT craze is not going away, or at least NFTs aren't going away. The craze probably will. But people should be, when it's an NFT that's interactive, when it has some type of audio, video, or visual component, people should be able to utilize that or to enjoy it. And so our wallet is equipped with audio video players.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I don't see that happening.
Unique folks. There you go.
Yes. Be careful. Anybody that says, oh, we'll do that too, be very careful.
Yeah, listen, there's not many people doing what you guys are doing, because you guys are really bringing the A game to this and taking those baby steps is what I appreciate. I mean, you guys are the future of this, and I hope you creators, if you guys are here listening right now, really taking a listen and visit their website, sign up right there, and start really digging in to the truth that Dion is talking here. Now, I moved on to this page. What do you mean by import from seed? What is this?
Right. So what we're talking about here is a seed is another way. When you mentioned that two-factor authentication, a seed is a way to recover your private key. Okay. Your way back in when you have lost your way.
Okay.
And so when they talk about importing a seed, it means that you've already set up that wallet and account somewhere else, and you're going to bring that information over into. Now, some of the screens, I'm not sure if we have them in this slide, but you'll be able to set up your own seeds here. And seeds are just basically a
Right there, right?
combination about,
Create the password and
well,
all
let's
this
create the
business.
password, but this is create
Okay.
the seed. So what happens is they're randomly generated words, and these words are in a specific order.
Okay.
And those are your seeds. When the system or when a program asks you for those words or to put them in order, you have to, provide those. And when you do that, it's almost like a little puzzle.
Okay.
When you provide them, then you gain access again. So, you'll be able to create your seed through this wallet, or
Okay.
you'll be able to import it as well. And you'll be able to add coins. You'll set it up just like any other wallet, but
Oh,
we
wait a
added a
minute.
lot more.
Let me ask,
Mhm.
can I bring in coins from elsewhere or
Yep.
money? I can. Ooh.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
You know,
Dion. Ooh,
so one of the
that's
secrets is
crazy.
every token, like if we're talking ERC20, but 721, which is the NFTs, whatever, they have what's called a contract address. And usually there's a field in programming where when you input a contract address, the program searches out that contract, verifies it, and then if it's able to display that data, it'll display the data of that token type. So it'll be
Ah,
included. Sometimes they won't show in your wallet. It really depends. And I don't want to get into why it doesn't do that. I'm not the technical guy to know that, but I have read, in my research that sometimes they don't show up. We'll be very careful about that. You'll be able to add your arbiters to this very easily. That's another thing. We
Orbiter,
wanted something,
yes.
since we have our own token economy, where hey, it's organic to that token.
How amazing is
So
this?
yeah,
Love it.
and it's going to have fun comic art. This is one example of it. We want users to be able to change it around. We want some of our multiverse partners and their artwork
Mm,
to go
nice.
in and around the wallets. And one of the cool things is um, some some products that you guys are going to have as multiverse partners that are going to be exclusive to the users of this wallet, to the multiverse
Oos,
community.
oos.
We're looking
Beautiful.
forward to those things being hosted through the wallet and through some of the other applications that we're creating. So
Gotcha. So let me ask
yeah.
you, I've hardly seen this right here, the
Okay.
sign in with Face ID. I've hardly
Yeah.
seen that anywhere. So kudos to you for
Yeah.
doing that. I mean, I hate showing off my ugly mug to the camera a lot of the time, but hey, if that's
Well,
the way for me to sign in, I kind of dig it. That's how I sign into my
yeah.
PC, to be honest. Thanks to my
Yeah.
Connect.
It's your ugly mug. You get to show it to you. You don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about it, but yeah, we also QR code too. That's
Oh,
the other
word?
way.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
QR code. And
That's
and we're
great.
not gonna, I want to make a disclaimer. This is definitely a feature we look to have and are working towards.
Okay,
In the version that comes out first, it'll definitely have QR code. It may not have the Face ID.
okay.
We'll see what's going on, but we will move to this for sure. We put these things there not as placeholders, but to represent what we intend. Whether or not it's in the first version or a subsequent version, time will tell.
Gotcha. And what
Absolutely.
am I looking at here? What is this screen? Somebody says it's confirmed. Somebody says it's failed. Am I making money? Am I not? What's going on here?
Say, what the heck is happening here? It's all, all these moving lights.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
what you're looking at here really quickly is when you've got crypto, there's a really one-for-one exchange that happens. That's one of the beautiful things about the cryptocurrency blockchain environment, is that you and I can transact without third parties, and really the
Okay.
software acts as a third party, right? But we don't need other people. So when you have some Ether from Ethereum, their coin, and maybe I have 1 inch, or I have well, let's just say, arbiter tokens, whatever, and we want to swap those, we can make those exchanges, we can swap them. But also I want to point out that if I want to send you tokens, that's what this screen really represents. If we want to send and receive any tokens from one another or from an account that we have somewhere else, we do that through this function, and we save a lot of money than doing it through some of the other forms.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
yeah, it's a way to send, basically send tokens, send and receive tokens.
Gotcha. This is great
Wallet
looking.
to wallet transfer.
Ooh, and what is this?
So what you're looking at, this is more of the NFT interactive screens.
Okay.
So one of the things we want to make available, of course, are comic books and digital ones, so that people will be able to come into the wallet and read those comics.
Oh, how beautiful.
Okay? What you're looking at to the right is really an audio. I don't want to make it seem like, oh, you'll be able to listen to the comics, but I want to state that, if there's an audio or video program just like what we're on here,
yes,
people will be able to listen to that, or people will be able to watch and listen to that. And so that's really what this is for. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, audio, video. It's so that you can have the experience of these NFTs that we're so crazy about. We're crazy about them, but nobody can do, excuse the expression, nobody can do shit with them.
Yo, but it's true. Yo, bro, no one do. Listen, I think I have tons of shit that I could put on NFTs, but
exactly.
Bottom line, how easy is it to do?
Because I'm in a tie today.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So we said, hey, this was kind of a glamour point for us to point out. Look, if we want to screw around with these trend ideas, we could do that all day long. We could come up with a million gotcha, but our focus is really on monetization, collaboration, and brand recognition. Those are better engagement with peers and customers, monetization and brand recognition. Those are key things. But we can screw around with gimmicks. We can do it. We're not going to, but we can. So
gotcha, exactly. And listen, a gimmick that says it all. It's a gimmick. Why deal with stuff like that? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Ooh,
and so here's the video version, right?
What's
so you're
that?
looking at kind of the comic book version. If you're, it's a basic reader. We're not boasting anything fancy, because the more fancy you get, the more it costs your consumer. We're gonna make them money. We're not going to, have them spending too much money. They're gonna spend money, but they're gonna be making money. But then there's the video player. So you got another view of the comic reader and the video. Just that simple.
So you could only see the video on the sideways based on how it looks here?
No, that's just one of the screens that we wanted to put up. So you get to see the longest view.
Gotcha. Ooh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's what she said too.
I'm wearing a tie today. We're supposed to be nice. You don't saying words like shit and laughing at that's what she said jokes.
Hey, man, but I'm just saying, bro. It's all long. It is what it is. But listen, this is a great set. We gotta have fun. And listen, in our world of technology and of geekdom, bro, this is our humor.
Absolutely.
Forgive us, folks.
We're probably, you got to keep the humor. I'm probably putting people to sleep with all this.
Nah, bro, you're not, bro. Listen, you got me like hooked like a fish, bro. The only thing is you got to take me out the water right now. Please reel me in, bro. Keep reeling me in. I'm loving it. I love technology.
As long as it's fried and it comes with French fries, it's all good. It's all good.
You know how we do, D. You know how we do.
Yeah.
Now, for real though, you got me hooked on this because I love technology. I love comics, and this is such a perfect meld of both. Different worlds. What you're doing, and the fact that again that you really are trying to let the creative, independent market know that you can incentivize here. The technology is here for you. Come on over, baby. Come on.
You make a good point. You make a great point. And that's something I want to point out too. We didn't just do this. We didn't just see it as a one-way street. We have partners, of course. Comic Crusaders is a partner.
We love it. We believe
Monarch, Black Nymph, Art,
ASAP.
so many others. Absolutely. You know, we have so many. Love ASAP, love those guys, love Paul. So we have so many beautiful partners, and you guys have, you know, your engagement groups, your communities, and we wanted to create tools where partners will be able to use those tools to make the engagement better, to add more value. I can't stress that more. And I'm sure once I say this, our imitators are going to talk about value too. And then I'm going to bring out my stomping boots because we're really going to talk some value.
Pull out
So,
them
you know,
Durangos.
this is about
Timberlands were
value.
good for stomping back in the day, but now you got to pull out the Durangos. They have harder bottoms.
Now, see, those are the civilian boots. I'm going
Ah!
military.
He going full
I'm
combat, yo.
going
It's a wrap.
military. That's right. I'm going full spec ops, boot in the behind.
Bro, but Dion,
Because
you're not
I'm just
lying,
saying,
bro. You're not lying though. There's a lot of people in the space, that
yeah,
are claiming,
yes,
of what they could do, but I didn't see proof in puddings. You know what I mean? Or haven't
right,
seen proof in puddings. But here you are, like, yo,
right,
take a look at what's like happening in the background. So thank
right,
you. You're showing the
right.
world that, yo, this is what it is. This is what's coming, and this is how we're going to help you, and you're going to help yourself at the
That's
same
right.
time. And
Absolutely.
I
No,
love it, and it looks great, bro. It really is.
thank you.
I know you
Thank you.
saluted your crew earlier, but
Absolutely.
honest to God, bro, for real, they are doing
Absolutely.
tremendous work because I know programming ain't easy,
It's my
and,
team.
and blockchain is still a new technology. You know what I mean for a lot
Sure.
of us.
Yeah.
So to have these cats behind this do what they're doing, yo, bless.
Right.
You are truly
Yeah.
blessed to have these people with you, man.
Thank
And
you.
and I'm
Thank you.
blessed to know you to be able to speak about things like this
Same
and
here,
hopefully
man.
bring in the rest of this amazing family of creators we have to understand
Absolutely.
like this is the future. Don't sleep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know,
Holy shit. And
yeah,
this, bro, you
yeah.
shared this. My God, on LinkedIn, this is going like nuts right now.
It's
People are
going,
like,
man.
whoa.
Yes, right. I didn't realize, Noel Cabrera, thank you.
Shut
Thank you
up.
so much for your absolutely for your vision. You know, he took what we had as a concept. He understands what we're doing with Hero
Yeah,
Ledger
bro.
and Comic Chain,
Look how beautiful.
and
Mhm.
he and the Black Nymph art team are, you're only looking at shavings off of, what is, a much bigger pie, because they're going to work on the story. Betsy Fuentes,
Ooh.
Basil Fuentes, she's going to work on the story there. And my understanding is that it is going to be mind altering. Um, when it was introduced to me, they're going to add some elements that I would not have done it. Not that it can't be done. I
Gotcha.
just wouldn't have thought of it. But that's why they get the big bucks.
I
You
guess,
know.
and this is why it's great to
So,
know creative people because they're gonna see
yeah,
things in
Kuba.
a different view than you. I mean,
Right.
everybody, we
Right.
all have the same set of eyes. We got two eyes and all, but we see the
Yep.
world so differently, each one of us.
Yes.
That when
Yes.
you connect with creative people, like you had this one direction, and these people will make you go and do a whole crazy right and go into
Most
that left
definitely.
to get back to center because, like, holy shit,
Most definitely.
you're right.
Most definitely. And I want to point out that's Cuba, y'all. That's Cuba. That's
Cuba,
the
mi
country
gente.
Cuba, right?
El
Right.
Caribe. That's
So
right,
that's
baby.
right.
Much love
That's
to
that's
mi
where that
gente.
came from.
And
That's where
much
that love
love
is
to the
coming from.
Cubans right now. They're going through some
Yes.
business right now. So, that's right,
Yeah.
people, though. Stay strong, fight against what you believe in. And I hope that you guys get the freedom you guys deserve. Because, again, it's been
Absolutely.
a minute. I'm glad you guys are able to speak the way you are today. Again, I don't normally talk politics, but this is a Latino. And to see people from the
I
fellow
got you.
Caribbean islands just
Yep.
finally take that moment to stand up because the evil dictators that would normally have shot them to death are gone, thank God.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's good. Stand up and let change happen. Make that change
Absolutely.
happen.
Absolutely.
And again, so Noel, bro, I know you out there, bro.
Yeah.
Saludo, mi
No,
hermano.
man. Yeah.
Quédate safe con tu
Yeah.
familia. Ya tú sabes, bro. Aquí estamos para
Yeah.
ti, estamos pensando en ti, te celebramos y estamos orando por ustedes y toda la gente de Cuba. Wepa. I had to say in Spanish. We're just praying for them, and we're there with them, bro. You know what I mean?
I got two words in Spanish. It's all good.
You got two.
I know like two words. I'm good. No, but I understand though. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, bro. So that's great work for the Arbiter. But what else we got, bro? I mean, that's the PowerPoint phase in these last few minutes, bro. Because I mean, when can people start actually digging in? You said it's going from alpha to beta. Is the beta active now? And if they wanted to partake, where do they got to go?
Beta will be available. We're going to do a launch party in Discord. So that's why, kind of open the floodgates for Discord. Thank you
right
very
there,
much.
Folks. Check out that Discord. I'm going to leave it up so that way you guys could type that in and request to join, because you guys need to be kept up to date on this, for real.
Yeah. And so you're gonna come over to Discord, our Discord channel. You're going to see a lot of things that have already been posted, a lot of people already involved. And that's going to help. You can ask questions. We're actually we do have them. We just haven't released it to the public, but we have several Discord channels. One for every application, one for the multiverse community, one for HeroLedger, and one for some other applications we have coming out. Yeah, we
want to tease some other applications, folks. He won't tell you, but some other ones.
I won't say anything about this stuff, but we're looking at hotness. We want to do a launch this summer.
Great.
And I say we will launch this summer. So we've got our blockchain. We've still got some stuff that we need to do on the front end and the back end, and we're going to get it going. And when we do the launch, people will be able to go right then and there to the URL and button mash, sign up, and get it done. They can sign up early now, DM me on LinkedIn, wherever you can find me, and let me know you want in. But I would have to say, one last thing before we go, because I know I'm very talkative. One thing I want to put out is I've been seeing a lot of creators on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, just all over the net. And they are creating some great stuff. And when you ask them, hey, is this in a production? Are you using this? They'll say no. And you'll also see comments that, hey, this would look great as an animation, or this would look great in a comic. And they're like, well, that's groovy, but I'm not using it for anything. I'm just doing it to practice or whatever.
Yeah.
You got to begin to understand, creators, that time is money. Now, you think that because it's at a significant discount, it looks free to you, that you're picking up your digital pen or your traditional pen and pencil and doing a sketch or doing a full-blown artistic work. But that costs you. And while you're waiting on the big two, which is no problem, you're looking to get picked up by, some of the larger companies.
That's their dream that's their dream.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You need to begin to monetize what you already have. We deal with the 3 categories. 3, not 3, but 3. Gonna get that right now. 3, not 3, was that guys.
Brother man from the fifth floor?
So we deal with the 3 categories: unseen, unmonetized, and unused. Ooh. Stop it. Okay. Yes. You got products that are sitting on your proverbial digital shelves collecting dust, and they could be filling up into HeroLedger. Why not you say
monetize that? You're so right. Like if they're sitting on the shelf, you don't want to use it, or you just don't know how to. Listen, there's gonna be another person out there that says, damn, I don't have that creative, tenacity like you do, but I love that character. Can I use it?
Right.
Now you're making money, bro, just for a creation. I mean,
you
don't lose.
To understand, I want creators to begin to understand you have what it takes.
Yes.
In terms of products and skill to monetize.
Yeah.
When
don't be scared.
To the application space, we're creating that environment. Have this discussion. Stop being scared of the word business. Yes. Everybody wants money, but nobody's willing to do business. These companies didn't get to the levels that they got to. They haven't existed for 80 plus years because they were scared of business, or because they were ran by artists. Yeah. Artists make up when I talk about artists, I'm talking about writers as well. They make up a very small complement of these major corporations that run the comics
Of the
industry.
corporate gears, yeah.
Okay? Absolutely. So we got to do some business here, guys. You guys need to put your works in play. You need to be sleeping, catching Z's, dreaming about characters, jumping over fences,
Yep.
while your characters are being looked at in India, in Africa, in Brazil,
Woo.
you know, in Norway,
Imagine
Finland,
that
or
though.
Russia.
I mean,
Absolutely. These are the
imagine that.
relationships we have.
Yeah,
We
I
have
mean,
relationships with creators all over the world.
it's
And
gorgeous. It's a
the
gorgeous
whole
thing,
idea
bro.
is linking. Yeah, it's about linking. So that's my word. You know, creators, it's time to get serious about what you do. We take you serious. Now you need to take yourself serious and begin to take the works that are unseen, unused, unmonetized, and put those into this digital economy so that you can drive the next phase of successful entrepreneurial business in the
Yes.
digital landscape. Bottom line, that's it.
Yeah, I get it. It's their next career move. Because hey, you could be a creator, create characters. That's a job in and of itself, and maybe
It
that'll
can become
inspire
a
you and
job for
fund you
you.
for your next project that you actually
Absolutely.
are passionate about. So why not? This is why I love what you're
Yeah.
doing, Dion. Again, people have the
Thank you.
opportunity to be creative.
Mhm.
And they don't have to be a creator and then a writer and be like, oh, what am I going to do with this? I just love to draw. Here, sell your
Right.
character, sell your
Right.
story, sell.
Right.
I mean, sell this
Right.
wonderful brain of yours, folks. I mean,
Right.
if the
License
big two
and
is not
sell.
listening to you, if the Premiere is not listening to you, and even if maybe crowdfunding is too difficult for you, you have other avenues now in this wonderful blockchain market, especially as it's being opened up to comic book creators via
Yep.
the multiverse. I mean, again,
Yep.
Dion, bro, thank you for really trying to change and elevate the game.
Absolutely. We will. We have a 25-year plan.
He
The next
25 years
25
written
years.
down. He has a Bible, folks, and it's a
That's right.
plan.
That's right.
I love it.
We're serious. We didn't come into this year. We came into this years ago. And it takes really key people. It takes dedication. It takes hard work. It
Yeah.
takes hard work. And creators are already doing hard work, but they need to
Yes, they are.
understand that there are tools that exist. When I wrote the first white paper in this direction 3 years ago, I wanted creators to understand then there's a process for them in this thing called crypto and blockchain and Web 3.0. And that
Wow.
paper's still available. If you go to my LinkedIn, you can get that paper. DM me if you want me to send you a copy. Maybe I'll run it again. It's not going to get as many views as the Arbiter. I noticed that, right? And that's another point that I want to make. We're crazy about the artwork. When are we going to get crazy about the business? And when again, we're making technology that's going to cheat for you guys. So we need you to get crazy about the business. We need to get crazy about money making. Forget these
Yes.
gimmicks. Forget these gimmicks about something that you can take and sell your consumer. That's a gimmick. You need things that's going to help you to improve your entire brand. And you are your brand.
Yes.
Your characters, your background images, your scripts, they're your
Everything.
brand. And you're not positioning them the way that they could be. We're here to help you with that. We're
Exactly.
here to get you over that hump. There won't be a new Marvel and a new DC. Forget that. Tomorrow is a pool of DCs, a pool of Marvels and images. It's going to be an entire ecosystem of those groups worth billions, maybe even trillions of dollars if you guys push the envelope. It's on you. I don't care. Come to us. I don't care if you make oven mitts with comic characters on it. There's a place for it.
Of course.
There's a place for it.
Who doesn't want to see a baking superhero? Come on now.
I mean actual oven mitts that you put on. Has got
hey, there you go. Make them. Hey, bro, I'll wear anything superhero. I mean, I wear my own brands, but
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'll wear some Comic Crew underwear or some oven mitts with my Comic Crew logo on it. Why not, bro? I'll be the barbecue king, even though nobody wants me cooking. The only place they want me cooking is here on the computer.
Well, you know what, and I have to give you a lot of props, Al. you are one of the best podcasters around. You know, I
Oh
think
man,
there's a
stop it.
Joe
Thank you.
Rogan effect on podcasting, and I think you're just like you're on the escalator doing 100 miles an hour going up in that direction. You know,
Thank you.
you and
Appreciate
I
that.
obviously we've been in touch, but we haven't done a podcast in like I think 8 months,
Yeah, man, it's
right? I
been a
think it's been like
minute.
8 months. Yeah, it's been a minute. But in that time, the level of growth that you've had for your show, the
Thank you.
content, you know, the push, you know, you make this possible for all of us. And creators need to understand where they're going to get that value, not the next gimmick. You need
Yes.
value.
Yes.
So, and you're one of those people. That's why we appreciate you. We appreciate ASAP. Shouts out to everybody that's a multiverse partner existing, as well as those to come. You know, Brown Bag Studios, Zebra Comics,
Ooh.
Monarch. You know,
Wepa.
also our new guy Emery with Super High Dunk. Our guy Reboot with GameX. You know, we got some stuff with the indie gamers going on that we'll
Woo.
be interested in bringing forward later, but
Amazing.
it's going to happen. So, you know, it's an indie family, and there's something here for everybody. But you know, comics is our base, and we're going to stand strong for the comic teams, and we're gonna win for the comic teams. And the comic teams are going to win this.
I
You know,
love
indie
this. You
creators
hear
going to win.
this? This is comic book
Yeah,
football, kiddo, and they are on the
right,
ground floor, ready to sack the quarterback,
right,
tackle the whole team, and just score that touchdown, baby. I mean,
right,
they're already doing it.
right.
At least in my mind and in my heart, you're already doing it. And
Thank you.
so, so Dion, just once again, right? Everything's right
Yep,
on the screen, right? So if they wanted to stay up to date, right?
yep,
They could check you out on Facebook, Twitter at Our Mverse, right?
right.
And
That's
then, of
correct.
course, they wanted to sign up to anything, they'd visit the
Sign up in the
multiverse.cloud,
newsletter.
right?
You know, newsletters are kind of infrequent, but they come out, and then we'll be posting. By the way, guys, we've got a new multiverse website that will be debuting
Ooh,
during the launch of, you know, when we show you more of Comic Chain and
ooh.
HeroLedger Beta, we'll also be showing you the new multiverse website. You're going to love it. So any content that you didn't get previously, you're going to get that and some. You know, but I
Wepa.
won't go into too much of that. But you'll see the newsletters. But sign up for the newsletter, join us on Discord, come talk to me. I make myself available. I talk to
He does.
probably, you know, 2 to 6 creators from around the world every week. And I mean new creators as well as those that I'm in touch with, that I've been in touch with
Yep.
for years. You know, I have the time now. Do it now.
Yeah,
Do it
it's
now
true,
because it's
folks.
getting busy.
Listen, CEOs don't have time. But
Yeah.
Dion, to be honest, I'm really blessed. He makes time
Thank,
to chat.
thank
He makes time to discuss. He makes time to explain. So
you.
listen, Dion is an amazing resource of knowledge. And of course, though,
Thank you.
hit him up so you can learn about everything he's doing with the Our Mverse, Multiverse, Hero Ledger, Comic Chain, and everything else he teases about. Hopefully, I'll get the scoop on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see, right? Absolutely. Come on now. We gotta get it done, kiddo. Um, no, but Dion, thank you again for your time today, bro. I hope people have
Absolutely.
enjoyed the content. Please look back on our old conversations so you could see the building blocks of everything Dion was talking about, and then listen to today so you could see how far it's come along and how much more we got to go, but how much you guys are going to gain in value out of this, especially as independent creators or even as just buyers of material. I mean, again, sometimes I like to buy things that I won't use for 6 months, and comes month 6, I'm using it and destroying it almost. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
again, you like invest, show the love, show the support. Again, the Discord will be a great place to communicate and ask your questions.
Yep.
Okay.
Come to
But
us in
sign up.
Discord.
Sign up at the multiverse.cloud. Get that newsletter so you know all the most recent updates as well, besides engaging with the community here. But of course, also follow them on social. Very important. You see everything, show them some love, retweet everything they share, on Facebook, Twitter, like just reshare, man, because Dion is helping the independent comic market big time, in my opinion, with the introduction of this technology along with his team. So Dion, any last words for today?
Yes. 6. Again, unmonetized, unseen, unused. And then our focus, that should be the creator's focus. Get those things together, bring them to this house, the multiverse house. And then our focus is on monetization, brand recognition, and the third thing is engagement, peer-to-peer, making that better, your collaborations, as well as that with your consumers. That's what we're about. Those are those values.
Ooh, there you go, folks.
And we're here for you.
There you go. And it's truth, man. This is a really good man doing his thing out there. Thank you again, Dion, for your time, bro. Much love to you. To your team that's been hard at work, bless them, and I'm sorry for your team's losses as well as yours during the COVID year. But you know what, man? Let's get up, dust ourselves off, brush them shoulders off, and let's keep an eye on the future, because that's where it's at, bro. All right? It's Multiverse, it's Comic Crew, we got ASAP, we got Monarch, we got Black Nymph. I mean, everyone's involved in this, and you need to be too. All right? So with that, I'm Al Mega, of course, and please make sure to visit ComicCrusaders.com. And like I said, for real, check out the Multiverse podcast. These are fire, a lot of knowledge. All right. Check out undercovercapes.com. Please also go to the Google Play Store and get our Comic Crusaders app via Pod Squad right on the Comic Crusaders, Google Play Store. We will be on the Apple Play Store soon. I know I'm the anti-Apple. I've mentioned many times, but yes, I know that you guys, I'm not going to hate you guys. I'm going to show you love too. So Comic Crew app coming soon on Apple. And of course, stay tuned to all the amazing podcasts coming out this week. Like my boy Johnny just hit me up, and we have a new Outside the Panels coming out tomorrow. Okay, where he spoke to Ryan Curtis, about Slum of the Empire City. Ooh, a new Kickstarter. Awesome stuff. Nice. And of course, we have Cinema Crusaders coming out. They reviewed Heathers from 1989. So that was a trip. So you see the score tomorrow and the whole conversation. Now, obviously, you're going to see my podcast with Dion and my podcast with Robert Ropio from Rodeo Today. I mean, it's been a great day. All right, folks? So just stay tuned, yo. Comic Crusaders is going to keep bringing you the most recent content, awesome content, and diverse content, because we don't just cover comics, folks. We cover tech, we cover motivation, we cover health, we cover it all. Wepa, que tu sepa. Ahí que estamos. And this is Al Mega with Dion Absolutely Wilson. Thank you for tuning in. Much love, everybody. Hasta la próxima.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit ComicCrusaders.com and our extended podcast family over at UndercoverCapes.com. And also, make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.